What's the gossip?
Gossip in the Grove.
What's the gossip?
Gossip in the Grove.
What's the gossip?
Hello, welcome to Gossip in the Grove. I'm your host, Tracy Cunningham,
And I'm your co-host, Scarlett Mayfield.
and today our special guest is Council Member Isaiah Spencer, who is going to tell us a little bit about this farmer's market that we have in Oak Grove. Welcome, Isaiah.
Hey there, out there. How y'all doing?
Good, how you doing?
Hey, like I always say, I'm above ground. The rest of things are fundamental.
That's right. That's right. So, Isaiah, let's start with when did it come to fruition on the farmers market in Oak Grove?
It came. Well, the thing I thought the land that we was using was not being used that we own, and so I said, okay, they're suggesting that let's use it for a farmers market a year before. It came to like last November before 2023. It came in
Okay.
a vision for these starting to use it. So I asked the council that the land that we're not using, we can open up our farmers market.
Whose idea was it
Well,
to do it? Was it the whole council? Was it a certain
No.
person? Was it a resident? Was it?
no, it really came to my mind to use it. So I was saying the occupied space that we got the space, so let's use it. You know, if we were going to sell it, and then let's use it for something. You know, if we were going to use it for a playground or something, a park, or you know, that we can use it for. But I said, well, let's use it for farmers market. I was seeing that they was using it. Had one in Hot Town, and then they had one on 41A. You know,
I remember the one on 41A.
yeah. And then we used to have one there
Okay.
years back before
Okay.
and stuff. Then the Amish people came out, and it was going good. It was doing well. And then they took a pause for about 3 years.
Okay.
And so I said, I think that just bring it back. And you know,
So who did you know to reach out to the certain people like the Amish? Because I know that I had went, and I believe Scarlett had went one time, and there was an Amish gentleman, and he was, he had the tomatoes and
Yeah.
the cucumbers. I mean, it was just yeah. So of course
Just a little
I
bit of
love
everything.
I love tomatoes and cucumbers, especially farm grown. You know, so did you know the person to reach out to get it going? Did you know vendors to get it going?
no, not really. I just when they had a craft store, at the community center the year before, I would reached out to some of the vendors and asked them we were trying to open up a farmers market, and they're willing to come. But the main source I use is Mrs. Jean Lowe.
There you go.
Historian.
Well, and I was hoping she'd be here with you.
Oh yes. She's the historian.
Of Oak Grove.
Oh
yes,
yeah, and she worked with the Amish a lot, so you know that's the resource, the main resource.
Right,
you know,
right.
And put the word out, and we started out with 32 vendors at the first time, the first
Okay.
2 weeks, and like everybody was, you know, it started in here and then on and off. I mean, the less of the vendors we had one time, it was like 2, but then the week before, then the weather played a role, and it's on and off. But we had one committed Amish vendor was there with fresh vegetables. He was there every Saturday. I mean, every Saturday, and then our pork rinds guy, he was there every Saturday with him. I'd say they're committed. We had some committed that was there all the
Right,
time.
right.
If nobody even showed, they still was there, and then I mean committed people.
So was it growing year to year, or did you have good years and bad years? I mean, the people who would come out and especially the attendance as well.
Yeah.
Did you have a lot of attendance? How did you promote it? How did you get the word out that you have this?
Well, word of mouth a lot.
Okay.
And then they had signs to the interest, and the people was confused. Then they know which way to end, come in the entrance. Then once we got our signs posted out, then we got a better hold on how the traffic flows. Then after that, it was started pretty good, and then it ended pretty good. I mean, the produce guy had the weather came in and blowed all his produce and stuff down.
Oh no.
He lost a lot of his corn.
Oh no.
But he still, came back on the items that he would. And then we had a great selling on the peaches, the strawberries,
Yeah.
A lot of people came from a long distance, people passing through to Missouri. Bought 10 bushels of corn.
Oh,
and took it
nice.
with 'em,
Yeah, because that's that
that's a
sweet
lot.
corn.
Oh, yeah,
And then
that's-
that peaches and cream
Oh,
corn
yeah.
that they do.
The
Oh, my
peaches always
gosh.
sold out.
Yeah.
And then he had yellow rind watermelons, and people don't know about.
Oh, those
yellow
are
rind.
good. The yellow
yeah.
watermelons are good. Have
Yeah.
you had a?
Yeah, you brought some, I think,
did,
and we tried
everybody's
it.
like,
It was really good.
What is this? Yeah, I said, oh, you guys taste it. It's really good. I mean, but it was
I've
yellow.
never had it before that.
Oh,
Yeah, and she never had salt on the watermelon. Tell me.
Oh,
Now I put salt on all my fruit.
Oh yeah, salt
Me-
on all fruit is the best.
oh, man. Being from the South, I'm from the state of watermelons, the greatest watermelons, Hope, Arkansas.
Oh
With
yes,
Bill Clinton.
yeah,
I'm right down the street where he was born.
Really?
I'm from the same thing. I went to elementary school, the same school that Bill Clinton went to.
Is that
Oh
right?
yes. Yeah,
Wow.
I know about the watermelons.
You know what the
Oh yes. I mean, especially the peaches. The peaches was he had.
I even put salt on my peaches
oh,
and oranges.
Mm.
Have you tried that?
I don't
Oh,
need
no.
oranges.
Well, if you ever go back to eating oranges or whatever,
I've never ate
You've
oranges.
never ate
I don't like
orange?
oranges. I like orange juice, but I don't like oranges.
Have you ever
I think
had
it's
an
a
orange?
texture thing. Yeah, when I was younger. I think it's a texture
but
thing.
when you get older, it's different.
Mm.
It is different. It is different. See, Leash over there shaking his head.
It's
I
not
gotta
a taste problem, though. It's a texture problem.
I like the terrain. The small ones.
The little tangerines,
Yeah,
the little
yeah.
cuties. I guess
Oh,
it-
yeah.
I don't do
before they
those
used to
either.
call before they used to be called tangerines. Now they're called cuties.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, and why did they change the name?
Because they're cute little
I
oranges
know.
now.
And I learned something about the peaches. They said that Georgia the best peaches, but the best peaches come out of Florida. I mean South Carolina.
The best peaches come out of South
I've
Carolina.
heard
Carolina,
that,
yeah.
because Georgia is like, the peach state.
Yeah, but
But-
South Carolina is the
yeah.
original base of the peaches.
Really?
Oh,
I
yeah.
like sweet peaches.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like those sour peaches.
Oh,
that,
no.
I do. I mean, I'll get if I go to the commissary sometimes, and I'll think, oh God, these peaches look really, really good, and then you get them home and they're like sour. I'm like,
Oh.
no, I need sweet. I need sweet peaches.
No, if they ain't a lot of them, if they ain't homegrown with some other product,
Yes.
I very rare
Yeah.
buy things that from the commissary, especially I don't none of their watermelons come to
Yeah,
that.
but I tell you what, Walmart, the baby watermelons, Isaiah, they are good. They're sweet, the seedless, but they are really good. So I can have a baby watermelon and I can eat them in one night.
Oh man.
I knew
With
that's where
tons
you were
of
headed.
salt.
Oh.
So tell me about, is it all produce or is there like merchandise vendors at the farmer's market as well?
It's other merchandise that they be selling. The people be selling Ferguson, deodorant, hangers, homemade T-shirts, and they did them well. Then all other products we just the only thing that we don't allow is produce that's alive.
Produce that's alive.
I mean that's the the rabbits and things like that you have to kill we don't want that there. People
No.
don't think of that if it ain't frozen or fresh or something like that or iced down. And
Now,
then
do you have people coming out like if their dog has puppies and they want to,
Do like an adoption.
like an adoption thing? Do you guys have any of that?
we had a few this last year, that had dogs and animals.
Okay.
Well,
That was for sale, like the puppies or whatever?
It was puppies,
Yeah,
mostly.
yeah.
I think it was breed. I couldn't tell
The
you
other
the
breed, yeah.
But other than that, and then we had a lot of people just make jewelry, homemade jewelry,
Okay.
things like that, and
Yeah.
books, and things like that. We had one vendor that came out in New York, and then they
Oh.
were selling here in that area.
Okay.
And then it's like it is the different kind of vendors, the different things,
Mm-hmm.
and we say then we had some food vendors
Okay.
coming in and out. They was switching up, they
Okay.
in here and there, but we welcome them all. You know, anyone that want to
Mm-hmm. Right.
to come out and sell. You know,
So how many can fit in that row? How many vendors do you think that would be able to?
we can quite a few. It depends how we.
Did you do it on both sides or just one side of the road?
Well, we try to. When we first started out, it was on both sides.
Okay.
And then we had to turn it on one side of the because of traffic wise.
I got you.
And then we blocked off the traffic so people didn't walk down.
Yeah.
So I can say that if we had 32, and we still had a lot of more room. I mean, I say at least 60. I can say, you know.
Okay.
That's a good number.
That's a very good number. When you went out there, you did the live shot, didn't you,
I
Scarlett?
did.
when
I
you-
did like a little video of it. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the best is the farm grown.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's the best. Like the tomatoes. I mean, I can
Oh,
tomato
too.
sandwiches.
oh,
Tomato is probably my all-time favorite.
The green tomatoes or the
No,
regular
the
tomatoes?
red.
Oh.
Now the green tomatoes, I can do fried green
Oh,
tomatoes,
yes.
and I love me
love
some
fried-
fried green
Oh.
tomatoes.
I think that
Yeah.
was on everybody's
Yeah,
top list.
and you know it's interesting because one of the stands, a farmers market stand, actually has the batter for the fried green tomato, and I bought it, and it's really good.
Was that the one you tried to make here one time?
That was really soggy. Probably. I had to learn to do that, okay? I had to learn to like make sure that
Trial
it was
and error.
even.
Trial
You're
and
right,
error.
trial and error. Yeah, but it's a good, it's a southern season, but it was really, really good. So I probably still have some downstairs.
You might in your
yeah,
cabinet.
in my cabinet. So I may have to go get some green tomatoes and let's try it out.
Yeah. And then,
I'll invite you, Isaiah, to come on. come get some of my soggy green tomatoes.
oh,
Oh gosh.
and then
No,
we
I'm
had-
learning. I'm learning.
And we also had some good baked goods out there.
Oh, okay.
And
What
mini-
kind of
you know,
baked goods?
All the little cakes, all the mini cakes, little cakes, and they had all
Fresh
kind of-
baked by the.
Oh, fresh baked.
Okay.
This young lady, the vendor came out of Fort Campbell, and she had homemade fresh bread always coming out. I mean, they was a good committed until her husband deployed. I think he deployed overseas, and you know, I mean, she had some fresh baked bread. It was almost like the Amish. But it, you
Oh
know,
yeah,
you know,
that,
that bread.
sourdough
Oh.
bread. Oh
my
my goodness,
goodness.
yeah.
especially the cakes. I like the
Yeah.
anything strawberry. I just love strawberry.
You're like my husband. He loves strawberry.
I gotta stay away,
Yes.
but you know, diabetes tell you to stay away. And my wife keep hit my hand too, so I gotta stay away from some of it.
Exactly.
You gotta eat it in moderations, you know.
Yeah, right.
That's my work buddy that was out there
Yeah.
to market with me every day.
Yeah,
that-
okay.
Mr. Baker.
Was that Richard?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
Richard,
Yeah,
you know.
he should have been here too to be talking about this.
Yeah. He's probably out
yeah.
there doing some work.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But Richard, he was faithful too.
Yeah.
When I couldn't be there, he'd be there in my place. We tag team.
So I was going to ask you, do you do it all the time, or do you guys tag team, or does everybody take turns to go out there on that Saturday to stay out there with the vendors, or do you
yeah.
come and go?
Well, we can't come here, but this year we have some of our council members have agreed to take turns.
Okay.
Because I told them that I'll probably be the first and third, or
Yeah.
first and fourth.
Yeah.
But this year we have agreed to take turns.
Okay.
But we can't in agreement.
Yeah.
Because even Mr. Cook said he volunteered his time.
Really? Okay. Well, that's
So,
good. Yeah.
we're glad to see him get out.
Yeah,
in
we're
his condition.
we're supposed to get him. He told me when he's ready to get all his information, because he's going to be talking about like all of the Civil War cemeteries and stuff around Oak Grove. He has a lot of history about that
Oh,
we're going to talk about on a podcast.
yeah,
so that's going to be really
he found a
interesting.
lot of
He
interesting
found a
information.
lot of very very good information, and it's actually quite interesting what he did find. So because I didn't know anything, but he went way back and did all this. So yeah, So he's gonna be at the farmers market, and Richard and Miss Jean.
Yeah.
Lovely. Okay.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay.
You know, and then also the best time to get flowers and plants are
Yes.
right at the beginning of April. You know, that's and
Yeah.
and then one of our Amish guys had fresh flowers every day. Every time he came, he had fresh flowers.
See, I love fresh flowers. I just cannot keep anything alive.
I don't.
I mean, plants. I mean, flowers. You know, it's very hard. I mean, I know a lot of people can't keep flowers, but I can't keep plants alive.
well,
I mean, they say, feed me, I'm thirsty, you know? And I have to go, oh, it's, you know, this poor little leaf is just kind of brown, so I have to go and water it. And hopefully it'll sprout
if you're
back
waiting until it's brown to water it, Miss Tracy,
That's why.
it's a
That's why
little
it's-
too late.
That's why I do not have a green thumb.
Oh goodness.
So they have all kinds of flowers, and I know
Yes.
that I saw some plants and stuff there too. So, so what else do they? I know you know the fresh produce and stuff, but what else? And I know about the what is it that we like so much? The
Pork rinds.
yes, the pork rinds. Oh
yeah,
my god,
he have all kind of flavors.
they have. He's got. I like the bacon. The bacon's probably one of my
That
favorite.
was a really good one.
That was a really good one. And even the plain original one, that is really, really good.
Oh,
We were
yes.
trying to get him here for spring into summer or the butterfly. And I think
I think it was for butterfly.
was it for
Yeah, he tried to get
butterfly?
he said
yeah.
he get his vendor's license or
Yeah.
he tried to get his license renewed.
Yeah.
He didn't know to have it back in time.
I got you.
So,
Okay.
but I said the original crackling he has sells. He's
Yeah.
always sell out of the crackling.
Oh, really?
Every
I haven't
time.
had that one.
The original crackling is
Yeah.
it's good for you. And then the rest, some of them are the skins are made of wheat, like you know
Right.
the bacon and
Yeah,
stuff.
he-
and them
yeah, that's
things
what he said,
are
yeah.
made up. And then he got sour cream. You got your hot and spicy. You got your newer spicy. And you got your
Mm-hmm. The barbecue
medium spicy.
and-
Oh yes,
yeah.
They all kind of flavors. People don't know. Then they have the honey sticks.
Oh.
Original honey.
I
you
didn't
can
know.
put and
I love
put in your coffee.
She
Yeah.
just perked up.
Oh.
Scarlett just
love
perked up on honey sticks.
I do.
They get all kind of flavors. And then he had the original, the difference between honey that's in this area, local honey that's
Yeah.
selling to people that you can tell the difference in the original. It got the king, got the original honey cane stuff in it. And then he said that's the original. And then the other people that sell it from market are not the original. And
Oh,
they give you a little history
okay.
on what's the
Okay.
the difference between the honey, and which educated me.
Right.
and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
And then we had Amish selling fresh milk and cheese.
Fresh milk and cheese.
Yes. Original taste. And then we have a dairy in the local area that
Okay.
they come out. You know, they do the fresh ice cream
Mm-hmm.
and everything. It's like about 3 miles from us. You know, we're a fresh market. Deli ice cream, and I gotta take you up there and show you.
You got to take me
Yeah,
out there, definitely.
absolutely.
They
Is it
make-
inside Oak Grove? Inside City
it's,
Living?
it's out on a little on the outside.
Okay.
It's not that far, you know.
Okay.
The other side of Bumpers, over there. It's right on the corner. Yeah, but it's fresh.
Okay.
You know, it's almost in county, but it's not because you cross it on it, you're in Todd County. It's on the edge of our county. You know,
Okay.
I didn't know that until
Wow.
Mr. Richard Baker took me out there.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and they make deli sandwiches and everything. You got to write it down and you sandwich what you need. You got to learn from the mayor because the mayor was standing there thinking that somebody was going to come over there and take her order. Well, she didn't know that she had to write it down.
Is that right?
Yes, they got fresh
Oh,
meats.
wow.
Yeah, all kind of fresh products.
You're gonna have to take me out there.
Oh,
yeah, I want to.
Yeah, I
want
want
to
to go.
out
I
there.
want to go out there.
Oh yeah.
That's cool. Now, is it the same Amish guy that comes out to the farmers market, or is it different Amish?
Same Amish.
It's same
The ones
Amish
that
guy.
produce,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
We have some, like I said, the other ones that the dairy products is a different one.
Yeah.
He's on the west side, east side.
Okay.
And this is one that comes out of produce on the west side.
I got you.
He's on the edge of Christian County.
Okay.
You know, he's local. You
Yeah.
know, just I'd say about 10 miles down the road. You know,
Oh wow. Okay.
That's just 10 miles down the road. And I got to meet his whole family too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just kind of amazing, you know, you get there because I was seeking the to peaches because somebody always going out for the peaches. And I went out there and got some peaches and the yellow rind watermelon. You know, and there's a season for it that when the yellow rind is in season, and then there's a non-season. You know, and just like the strawberries, in the first beginning, they couldn't keep the strawberries after May. It was in the season of the strawberries, and he couldn't keep them. You know,
Do they do the cantaloupes too? Do
Yes.
They? Okay.
Fresh
Because I don't
cantaloupe.
remember seeing the cantaloupes out there. Just the watermelons, I thought.
yeah, he had fresh cantaloupes.
Okay.
Yeah. And reasonable prices too,
Yeah.
good prices.
Yeah.
You have squash, green squash, yellow squash,
Yeah.
all kinds of your squashes and stuff.
Yeah.
And then he had old made preservatives in jars and
Oh,
stuff.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
He
He
even-
does salsa too, doesn't
Oh,
he?
yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah.
got like the salsa and
Yeah.
the different jellies and jams and stuff like
And
that.
he told me a secret. You take your rinds and dip it in your salsa. You know, I mean,
Really?
I didn't know. He said take your.
Take the rinds and dip it in salsa. Okay.
It's you learn a lot of things.
You
know,
do,
when you're
yeah.
out there in the market and talking to them.
Yeah.
You know,
When is the market going to be open?
it starts April the 5th
April 5th. Okay, we're
Until
just right in time. Yeah,
Yep.
until when?
to September the 7th.
Okay.
Okay.
And we have the address, Isaiah, that
It's
know?
right behind the Texaco gas station
okay.
on the
On
corner
Walter Garrett
on
Lane?
Walter Garrett Lane.
Yeah, up
You
that one.
You'll see the signs.
Right.
Started posting it out.
Yeah.
And it's the old right behind the old center that
Right.
it used to be at.
I got you.
Yeah, yeah.
That old tourism center.
Tourism, yeah, right by the old tourism.
Old tourism agency. That
Yep.
poor little thing. I remember seeing that. It was like 2 little offices from there and a little kitchen to look what we got now. I mean, it's been
Oh, yeah.
21 years.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, 21 years ago. I was like, wow.
Yeah, we please,
cannot-
asking
just
everybody
amazing.
to come on the Garrett roadside and behind that center,
Yeah.
and then the park. If you go too far to the RV place, you went too far.
Oh yeah. Well, you can actually see it when you go down there because there's
yeah,
a sign,
yeah.
but you go see it, you know where to turn because it's off to it's part of the city's 10 acres, correct?
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's what I thought.
And then also, if
The
you come
Broad
off,
Horizon.
you come off
acres.
41A, you can come off that other. You come back the other way
Yeah.
and you hit it. You
Yeah.
know, some people come off the 41A.
Is that right?
Yeah, and then like I said, we had a lot of people that that seen it off the interstate.
Yeah.
Or stop at the gas station
Yeah.
and came to it. Like
Yeah.
I said, the
Yeah.
people that came from Missouri. They even had some people came from Murfreesboro just to get the corn.
Just to get the corn.
Oh yes,
So
sometimes
that
they,
Amish corn
That is
is
the best.
amazing.
It is the best.
That is
Especially
the
the yellow
best. I
corn.
can probably
Yeah.
eat
The
my
sweet.
weight in that
Oh.
corn. My mom, she always like, okay, Tracy, let's go and let's see if they have the corn. And we get like 12, 15 bundles of corn because, and of course we shuck it and then we freeze it and then, we eat it. But, and even though what we have done too is we take it and we put it off the cob and we freeze it and put butter in it and freeze it. And it's so good. And then you can take it out because you can put them in bunches for just, corn. And it's really, really good, even without the cob. So, yeah. So we've learned a lot because my cousin actually does farming and she has all of that. So she actually is the one that showed us take it off, and then freeze it, put butter in it and freeze it, watch it freeze it. And it tastes so good, so sweet, so good. So
Yeah,
it gets frozen in the butter and stuff.
We used to throw them on the grill.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
see.
with the shackles all over it.
Yeah.
And I
Oh,
have
yeah.
not yet did it on a grill.
Oh my goodness.
I have not yet had corn on a cob that was
Grilled.
grilled. Yeah.
So good.
You are missing out.
I
You
am.
are
I
missing
guess
out.
I
you are
am.
Like,
absolutely
big time.
missing out.
If
So
you
let
think
me-
the crunch is good, the crunch is even better. Oh my goodness.
So let me ask you a question. On when you do your corn on the cob, how many people do this? Put mayonnaise on it with Parmesan cheese.
I don't,
Not
but
me.
it's very common
heard-
for like
my
street
son does
corn.
it now.
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
a very common thing for like street
Street
corn.
corn.
But instead of Parmesan cheese, what they do for street corn is they use the cojita.
Tahine.
Well, yes, that too. But
Yeah.
the cheese, what's the cheese?
I don't know what cheese they use.
It starts with a C. I think it's.
I know if
it's
you
like
use-
COJIT or something
Yeah,
like that. It's
but they
some kinda-
usually use mayonnaise and tahine. That's
But
like a
yes, that
street
too.
style corn.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
I mean,
No.
I mean, I
Whole
heard
nother
that
level.
it was like a, and I haven't
Yeah.
tried it yet because I'm like, oh, do I really want to try this? But they
It's
said if you
better-
try it, you can love
It
it.
is.
That's
It's
the
better than you
problem.
think it is.
That's
So,
the problem.
Yes.
You're gonna try it and you're gonna fall in love with
I
it.
had the first
Yeah.
time I had corn like that. I was at an event with my husband, and he was cooking it right in front of us, and he did. He put like the mayonnaise on it, and then he put it's Mexican cheese. I just don't know the name of it.
Yeah.
Cojita or whatever. And then he rolled it in
The
tahini,
tahini. The
and a
tahini.
little bit of Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
Oh, my
Just a little bit
goodness.
to give it a kick,
Wow.
and it was the best corn I ever had.
Was
I
it
ate
Kobe
2 of
cheese?
them.
Kobe.
No, I'm gonna Google it.
There you go. That's what the
Go
internet's
Google
for.
that. That's
Yeah.
what the internet's for.
Yeah, because
Exactly,
I
yeah.
seen a vendor out on Fort Campbell selling it at their, at the fairgrounds.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They had a big old truck, with a big long truck, long like a
That had it's
tractor
already
trailer.
cooked, and they did.
They was doing it. It was
Okay.
doing, that's, they
Okay.
ordered it, and then it's in the string. I mean, it got cover all over it and everything.
Oh wow.
Okay.
It was doing. I mean, it's a good selling product too.
Is it like the crumbled cheese?
I don't know what it was on there, but they had it. The shackles all over it and everything. Then fresh corn that was advertising.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, some people, yeah, they
Yeah.
What is that?
It's Mexican cheese.
It's cotija.
Yeah. Cotija? Cotija?
Something like
Yeah.
that.
Mm.
Yeah.
But it is.
that-
It's like a.
With
It's,
What's a big crumble type of cheese?
yeah.
Yeah.
Type.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's similar to. It's got the same like texture type as Parmesan, but
Okay.
I think it has a different taste though.
Yeah. I mean, I'll try the mayonnaise and the Parmesan.
Mm.
I mean, I'll try it.
Got to. Mandatory.
But I love me
Throw some
lots
tahini on it,
and
'cause
lots of butter
that's
on
what
mine
makes
with
it-
salt.
The tahini.
If I got to bring some corn in just for you to try it, because I want to be there when you try it, you're going to look at me and say, I need another one.
This is so good.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah. I mean,
It is good. Once I tried it, I think I ate it every chance I had after that. Every
Yeah.
time I saw it, if there was someone selling it here at the festival, I was like, I want some of that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So the Amish, when do they start planting it, and then it's ready to go by April, right?
Yes.
Or is their corn ready to go by May?
I have to talk to them because
Yeah.
it depends.
Yeah.
It's out of pop that they started planting everything there after. They say the first day of spring, but they wait. I don't know how they tell the thing, but they started turning ground in March sometime before. Because I've seen them out there, planting and everything.
Right, right.
It's. I have to get with them, or
Yeah.
get with Jean.
Yeah,
Jean is the one.
yeah. I'm going to get her up here in this podcast.
Oh,
I'm going to get her. Matter of fact, I'm going to council
Oh,
tonight,
yes.
and I want to talk to Miss Jean. Say,
Yeah.
okay, you're next.
She's a historian,
You're next.
Because when I first seen it in the market, they were doing it on the side of the road, and the arms just had the horses all pulled up, and everything. And then everybody was just selling. The vendors just on the side of the road.
Yeah.
And that's when the road was all rock.
Right.
Was the gravel and
Right.
everything. I mean, I even stopped there and been on the side. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then it was going for a while, and then I don't know what happened, but it just changed. But I just wanted to really bring that back because it was a good seller. It's a good thing
Right.
for our
Yeah.
community. Being people to bring them out. And stuff.
And this will be the third year? Second year?
Second year. We started it here. but
Okay.
It was before, and then it took a break. I think
That's right. Okay, so, yeah, okay.
it was before.
So hopefully it'll
Yeah.
just catch on and
Yeah.
people will know, hey,
Oh, yeah. I think it was started. It was before COVID, and once COVID came, it stopped a lot of things and stuff. Yeah.
COVID stopped a lot of things.
A lot, yeah.
We were talking about that with MB Roland yesterday.
Oh,
We were talking about all that, and it's just that 2020 just,
Mm.
it wasn't, I mean, there wasn't a year. It's like, don't even know. Don't
Well,
even
and then
wanna go
coming back from it has just been. I
Yeah.
mean, it's not just that it stopped a lot of things; it really hindered even coming back afterwards.
there. Yeah.
And we also had our dance team came out from Hopkinsville. The dance team came out and they
Really?
came demonstrated and stuff.
Oh, that is cool. Out
Oh,
there
yeah.
at the farmer's market?
Mm-hmm.
That is cool.
They came out and danced and everything, twirled,
Okay.
and whatever they did. It was raising funds. And,
Nice.
Yeah, and they was giving out selling water, then Coke products and things like that. But they have they raise funds. That was doing it for that.
Was it the Cheer Cats or was that the?
I think what I couldn't even say.
Okay.
I know they came out of Hopkinsville and they were
Right.
dancing and out there. And she asked, and I think they're doing another thing, promotion. But yeah, we do. I mean, it was like like I said, it was on and off, and then we had some good times, and and you're gonna have some bad times. And the weather pushed a lot of things out. But I mean, but they still sell. But that I said that the Amish produce guy, he was there regardless the weather. He was there. I mean, every Saturday you can count
That's
on him.
awesome.
He did not leave until the time
That's
was up.
awesome.
It was,
And what's the times on that?
this year it's gonna start from 8 to 2.
8 to 2. Okay.
Yeah, last year we started from 9 to 2, but if you want to start setting up at 7 o'clock,
Yeah.
we were asked, come early.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and start setting up, first come, first serve.
Because you really don't want them out there all day in
Oh,
the
no.
heat, either like until 4 o'clock or so,
Yeah.
So, and normally in the morning times, that's when a lot of people go, well, I want to get out when it's before it gets too hot
Right.
and go and do some produce shopping and
Like
stuff.
everybody like to come early.
Yeah.
It's nothing to sell out. And then we had, different thing items and stuff. We had one young lady who was out there selling T-shirts that it had, Oak Grove engraved on it. And in some way, somehow, everybody was looking for it, and we couldn't find her. No more.
Really?
She was out there the first three Saturdays. And then I think she,
Well, we have a gift shop downstairs that has Oak Grove T-shirts on it.
Oh,
so, yeah, we just
don't
we
push
just
them.
opened our gift shop
Oh.
and has a lot of nice stuff in there. So,
Yeah.
push that out too.
Oh,
you know.
and like I said, I talked to all the craft people at the craft thing and told them that when we started and come on out.
Yeah,
They don't need a business
absolutely.
license or nothing like that.
Right.
It's, this is our second year. First come, first serve. There.
Right.
And we're not gonna question you.
Yeah.
But then, like I said,
They're probably thinking, well, is it inside or is it outside? Because a lot of
outside.
times, when you have the indoor vendors and stuff, because it's strictly for vendors that does things inside, when they realize that it's an outside event, sometimes it just kind of hinders them from coming because of.
Well, to me,
Yeah,
a farmer's market, like I
No,
was
I'm talking
thinking
about the other,
the other vendors.
craft
I
markets,
gotcha.
the other vendors that
I
he was just
gotcha.
talking about. Now farmers market is very different.
Yeah,
than
that's
the
what I
other.
was thinking. I was like, I thought a farmer's market was always
It was
outside.
No, this was when we were talking about the craft vendors and stuff that he was talking about.
Gotcha.
That
Okay.
Melissa just had at her
Oh yeah.
place. So
But I hope they don't think that said we said farmers market. We mean if we said we opening it up for everybody.
yeah,
Come on.
yeah.
So,
And
don't-
do you get questioned about that? Like if you just say, "Hey, the farmers market is all just farmers and stuff."
Yeah,
So
that's
and then they'll call you and say, "Well, I don't sell produce, but I would love to come and sell my merchandise."
Oh yeah.
Do you get people? That's
Yeah,
why
some
you
people
don't.
ask.
Yeah.
And then the first thing they asked, well, do y'all need a license? And then you set up and nothing like that. I said, no, you don't really need a license. Come on out. I mean, this we can be bringing good things to Oak Grove. We need to push, good things to Oak Grove. Push Oak Grove. Like everywhere I go.
I know you do.
I always push Oak Grove.
You do.
I'm just like a drug lady. It's Oak Grove. Oak
Grove,
Grove.
Oak
Push
Grove.
Oak Grove in your blood. I'm
And you're also on the board for Human Rights Commission, right?
Oh yes, I'm a commissioner.
HRC?
Yeah, human
Yeah.
rights for
Yeah.
representing Oak Grove,
Yeah.
and I think my term ends in June. I
Is it
have
June?
always. I got a good person who's going to replace me, but I ain't going to
somebody
release.
from Oak Grove?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I think that person will do well.
Okay. Wonderful.
And
Wonderful.
also that I hope that carried on the tradition.
There you
'Cause
go.
At first, we didn't really have the name out there at Oak Grove because everybody always think you hear Hopkinsville, but you don't hear about nothing about Oak Grove. But
Well, I
you
don't know. I think it's all about Oak Grove
Oh
now.
no. Oh yes. Oh yes.
I think people's hearing more about Oak Grove than anything
Oh,
right
yes.
now.
Oh
So,
yes. It's
Especially
out
with the
there.
Bucky's coming and.
Oh yes. Everybody asks me though when I go, and then I talked to the governor when I was up there.
Did you talk to?
Yeah, and it's, Rocky. His
Oh,
assistant,
yes,
he
yes,
said-
Rocky, yeah.
Yeah, he said, well, we're looking forward to the coming. So I said,
Yeah.
how's everything going? I said, it's going well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're supposed to break ground at the end of this month or next month? Have you heard?
I heard rumors and probably,
Ooh, gossip and rumors.
yeah. Officially, I know it's coming when as far as pushing dirt. When they push dirt, I know it's
That's
coming.
when you know they're breaking ground.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're going to have to. You know, I've heard some people say, you know, they said at first they were going to come to us, and they came back to us, and then once they push dirt, hey, I know they're coming. You know, just like the coffee shop, they pushed the dirt, they started building the building, and then we
Oh,
know
that's
it's coming.
Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Yeah,
is-
Starbucks,
yeah.
yeah. That's almost done. That's almost complete. Starbucks.
But they pushed the one on 41 on Tiny Town Road real quick.
Well, I heard that one's already open, didn't it?
Yeah, it opened.
Did they start
last
before
month.
we did? Did
Oh,
they start
yeah.
building before we did? Okay.
Yeah, they did. But it started a lot early. Yeah, they already opened. They started open 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But it's things, good things to come.
Good things.
You know, those who wait. You know, if you build it, they will come.
That's what they
That's the
say.
main thing. If you build it, they will come. You know,
That's what they say.
you know, you know. It's it. We got to start from somewhere.
That's right.
You got to crawl before you can walk.
That's
You
what they
know.
say.
Oh yes, yes. yes.
I don't know. I think my grandson walked before he crawled. No, I'm just kidding.
Skip the whole
yeah.
crying stage.
Oh, yeah.
No, crawling straight.
Well, I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
The market.
Well,
and
we
stuff.
are too. I mean, I'm looking forward to some good corn
Fresh
and
food,
yeah,
produce.
fresh produce. That's
Oh,
what.
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
I said, even cucumber sandwiches. Anybody have a cucumber sandwich before?
I have.
It's
I have.
cucumbers and with some mayonnaise and it's
Oh.
really good.
Any
Have you
vegetable
not?
with
Oh,
mayonnaise
any-
is that
Oh,
vegetable
and
sandwich.
with salt.
With salt.
You gotta have the salt. You would think
Oh.
my blood pressure would be like.
Mine's will.
Salt.
It might be. I don't
It
know.
might be. I don't know.
Yeah, I started out eating putting salt on my water when I was young,
Oh yeah.
but I said,
People look at me like I was crazy. Like
Oh.
the girls, I said, don't knock it until you try it.
Oh.
You got to try it before you knock it.
Yeah, and then I did.
She did, and she's like,
And now
ooh,
every time I get
Yeah.
like a little bowl of fruit, I immediately put
Yeah.
salt on it.
Mm.
so good.
Oh man, it's just
Yeah.
it's awesome, you know. But it is a great outcome. I hope it we keep growing.
Keep going and
Keep
keep
growing.
growing, and maybe you get big enough, you may have to move the area.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, you never know.
Oh yes,
you never
I
know.
You know, this hopefully some of them said that hopefully that we are faithful to what we're gonna say. We're gonna put it in the peddler, advertise
Yeah.
it in there, and
There you go.
and then you know a lot of times
Right.
the word it keeps on going in the gospel. You know, we keep on
Exactly.
keep a good relationship with the Mennonites.
Exactly.
That's what we really do,
Exactly.
you know.
Exactly.
If we don't, you know, then they turn their backs on us.
Yeah, we don't want that, do we?
Oh no, we don't want that. You know, we we lost them one time. We ain't gonna lose them
That's
again.
right. No,
So,
sir.
that's the good thing about it. You know,
Yeah.
because the grove is growing. You know,
Yep.
now came from Arkansas and retired here. I said, well,
Yeah.
you know, I didn't want to go home, and
Right.
I didn't want to go back to Nebraska where my wife lives. It was too
Yeah.
cold up there. But this weather
You're like
now,
me,
you
yeah.
know.
I don't know this weather.
Oh, yeah.
We've been talking about this weather.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we have.
Lee has all the things about this doggone weather.
Oh,
It's
yes,
his latest
yes,
gossip.
It's his latest gossip.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, Scarlett, do you have anything else for Mr. Isaiah Spencer?
Yeah, I just have one question. So what kind of challenges did you face like last year that maybe you're kind of looking to try to, do you have plans in place to help fix those types of challenges and whatnot?
The only challenges is being faithful. You have some that will come, and then you have some that disappear. Then they say they're coming, and then we had interchange food vendors rotating in and out. You know, then sometimes we have a food vendor, and sometimes we don't. You know, and it depends how the people that's coming out. You know, that's the main challenge to keep them coming out, and now we got what we went through last year with how the directions. You know, it was that challenging. They didn't know which one to go because a lot of them was trying to park by the EMS center, and we didn't want to block that. You know, we didn't want them to park over there because they have a emergency or something they got to get out of there. So we changed that, and now I think we really got to handle things that we know, and how to block off and how to handle the traffic. We don't want no vehicles to drive it down. Like we first started out, vehicles drove down in front of the vendors and things like that, and people walking, and then that's a hazard. We learn, you learn all from your little mistakes and what you improve, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
But to make sure that they bring out their tents so they can set up on their tents and pavilions, whatever they want to bring out there and set. we can help them set up. If they want to. We did do some of the people to help them set up their bin and all that. And the main thing, the first that questions out is the first thing that came out their mouth is, "Do I need a license?" That's the first thing comes out of their mouths and stuff like that. So we know, how long are you gonna be out here? I mean, you can be there if you want to come and stay to 2:00, or you can you don't have to stay to 2:00. You can stay. You feel that you're not producing or selling things. You can leave. We're not. Not gonna handle that against you. But like I said, our Amish man, he's faithful. Skin man, faithful. You get those now. Every now, he was there all throughout the year. Remember, like I said, the weather didn't scare him away. But
Weather has a lot to do with a lot of stuff from outside.
even though when they had to spring into summer, we still had people out there
Yeah.
who were still selling and stuff.
Yeah.
It was, the people see it. And that's the biggest lure is people see it off the interstate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when they left our park too, they would go down Walter Garrett all the way down, and then when they see it, they would turn in there
Yeah.
and stuff if they left early. So, yeah.
Until we even sell that land or somebody come out there and buy it, we're going to try to use it until,
Might as well utilize
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
I
why
mean,
not?
it's-
until it's
there.
gone,
Yeah.
But we have future plans for that area, and it's going to start going. We got
Yeah.
marketing that there's auction dealership is coming on this road, and then we got the cannabis stores coming on that road, that area. So it is starting to grow and starting to build, and hopefully, I think the old center that they used to be in,
Oh, the tourism?
the old tourism
Office?
system. We looked at some vendor looking at that.
Okay.
We got things coming.
Well, good.
That I cannot unveil, but right now. But
Right, absolutely.
know that they're in
know that
place.
it's in place.
Growth
absolutely.
is coming. That's
Growth
all.
is definitely coming.
oh yeah,
What about you, Lee? Anything for Mr. Isaiah?
You know what? I was more interested in, hearing more about the farmers market, and now I got a little bit more intel on it. Because to be honest, me growing up as a kid, I used to go to Pembroke, go see the Amish over there, and grab all the produce from them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'd love to go and
Yeah.
try some of it out.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna check it out this year. Go
yeah.
out there a couple times.
Me and
get some
Gigi go.
produce.
Me and
Do
Gigi.
you?
Yeah,
Oh, do
we go
ya?
out there. Yeah,
That's
we'll go
good.
out and get some fresh.
Well,
fresh.
I'm gonna have to give you some money to get us some corn.
Yeah. So we can test that corn
Pick
with
some
that, with that mayonnaise and
That's right.
Parmesan
Oh.
cheese.
I gotta try that and see what it's
Yeah.
all about.
Same. So Isaiah, do you have any questions for us? Do you want to add to anything about the farmers market?
No, I just wanted to promote vendors to come on out.
Yeah.
Crafts, you got crafts you want
Yeah,
to sell
absolutely.
out? Come on out. Don't be afraid.
Absolutely. And that's
know.
April.
April the 5th,
Okay, April the 5th
I
from
always
8
just-
to 2.
8 to 2,
Okay.
Yeah,
And it's every Saturday.
every Saturday.
All right.
know.
All right. And we will be right back.
Gossip in the Grove.
This is Lee, caller of the week.
Hello,
Hello, who am I speaking with?
this is Brandon.
Hey, how's it going, Brandon?
Good. How are you doing?
Good, good. So this is Gossip in the Grove podcast, and this is
This is Lee with Caller of the Week.
so I got a caller on line one. His name is Brandon, and we are talking about the fresh produce that we have at the farmers market. What did you think about that?
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. I'll tell you what, they're coming in April, so if you want some fresh vegetables and produce, you get over there and they're going to take care of you.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
That sounds interesting.
You got fresh fruit, fresh vegetables. We're talking about corn, tomatoes, you name it.
That sounds very interesting.
Yeah, so go by and check it out. It's we put all the information on the podcast, and I appreciate you calling in, sir.
All right. Awesome. Thank you.
No problem. You have a good one.
You too.
What about you, Isaiah? You got any gossip of the week that you
Well-
can share?
Only thing I want to share is tonight I'm gonna do a reading appreciation to all the women that worked in Oak Grove around the department, water department,
Nice.
up front of things, fire department, police
Nice.
department, anyone that works in Oak Grove. Come
Nice.
on out and do the reading, an appreciation to all the women that they dedicated their time and their opportunity.
That's so sweet.
The only reason but I'm saying the only reason I do that. The reason I'm doing that is because I didn't submit no young lady's name for Women History, and that'd be announcing that Thursday on the 20th.
Okay.
Announcing the Women of the History.
Woman of the Year.
of the history. But I said, well,
Okay.
instead of just one name, I think all our young women in
Our
Oak
Women
Grove
of the
deserve
Year.
it.
That's
They
right.
deserve
That's
it.
right. Every woman is Woman of the Year.
Oh yes.
Okay, Scarlett, you want to tell our listeners where they can hear us and where they
Yeah.
can see us?
Absolutely. If you're listening right now, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure you share it with all your friends so they know as well. We're on all the local podcast stations, so you can find us on Apple, Spotify, or whatever phone podcast station you have on there.
Podbeam now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it
that's
sources out to all
cool.
kinds
Yeah,
of
it's
them,
all
yeah.
kinds. It's really good. So, okay, I wanted to thank Mr. Isaiah Spencer one more time for being our special guest here on Gossip in the Grove. Okay, well, we will see you next week.
What's the gossip?
Gossip in the Grove.